Good evening, sir. I'm Miss Najwita Sumarmata from 7F class. So here I would like to share about the history of drama, dramatic movement and time periods. So there are seven six of the theater. First, primitive theater. Second, Greek theater. The Middle Ages, the Renaissance, and five, Romanticism and Realism, and the last, Modern theater. So first is primitive theater. So in primitive theater, our drama is simply an imitation of action or ideas. So there is so many theories suggest that the first dramatic stories were probably told by promotive, promotive, primitive tribe. And for the so in primitive theater, over time, it may become a ritual, and the performance might have taken place before the hunt. Like most rituals, the shaman, the religious leader of the tribe, and would have eventually overseen it, and it would be have become a sort of religious or spiritual celebration. And for the second theater is Greek theater. The Greeks embraced theater as a means to worship their mythical gods. So here, chorus is called, in Greek theater, chorus is called a group of men and boys. And the chorus work as a group to provide commentary on the action of the story. And we know in Greek theater, in Greek theater, uh, these early plays were performed by a group of men and boys. It's called chorus. So, but even with the introduction of individual actors, the chorus still remain in the background, acting as a narrators, providing insight to the action on stage and the characteristic touch. So in fact, there were very few people on stage in general, which means that everyone had to play multiplayer parts. And the third is Middle Ages. So in Middle Ages, the theater continued to be popular through the fall of the Roman Empire, with the onset of Middle Ages from 500 till 1000, 500 AD. And Middle Ages, however, the church had different views of the mythological gods and saw theater as evil. So the most theater was outlaid, and drama was only performed by traveling groups of actors. Uh, Eventually, the church saw the value of the ritualistic nature of drama and began to reenact short Bible stories during Mass. Mass, like when people, Christian people, do the uh, persembahyangan or ibadah. So in the Middle Ages, there is mystery plays were stories from Bible, but miracle plays in here focus on saints. saints in Bible means like orang suci in the church. Over time, this place transformed into something known as morality place. Morality place work as an allegory and morality plays which feature a hero who must overcome evil, were allegorical in nature. The other characters serve as personification of many things, including the seven deadly sins, death, uh, virtues, and even angels and demons. Anything that want to take over mankind's soul. And in the end, the hero would choose the godly route. And like for example, of a 15th century English morality play is Everyman. In the play, God sends death to strike down the sinners who have forgotten Him. Death finds the main character, Everyman, and tells him he is to begin his journey from life to death. Finally, Good Deed says she will go with him. Together, they go into the grave and escape into heaven. The moral of this story is that good deeds will help every man get into heaven. It is subtle, turned from the straight biblical stories, but it's allowed for a more secular form of the drama during the Renaissance. And the fourth is Renaissance. Renaissance here means rebirth. In case of drama, the Renaissance, which lasts from approximately uh, uh, 1500, 1400 until 1700, was the rebirth of interest in the theater across Europe. In fact, the Renaissance introduced many of elements we still think of when we imagine uh, the theater indoor theaters and an arched stage, a curtain drop between scenes, and more elaborate set design. Uh, in this, all of these changes were implemented during the Renaissance. And more importantly, however, the purpose of drama transitioned from stories told by church to the stories made primarily for entertainment for both royalty and commoners. And here there are Christopher Marlowe, who was known for writing tragedies, and Ben Jonson, who was known for writing comedies. And there is popular writing like William Shakespeare, who wrote both and still popular until now. And five is Romanticism and Realism. Here, Romanticism began in Germany, and there is focus on a hero who was fighting against an unjust society to maintain his rights as a human being. And there is also in realism, there is natural and supernatural, and melodrama, like a play where the hero always succeed. And there is also Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, the like Cyril Faust, and the last Alexander Dumas. He is the Three Musketeers of Count of Monte Cristo. And the difference of romantic and realism is romantic, a play where the hero always succeeds, but in other hand, realism did not have a happy ending. And the last, modern theater. there is absurdism, mean like sangat mean like tidak bisa sangat terjadi sangat langka. Theater of the absurd means the dialogues is illogical and the action irrational. Tidak bisa diduga, like absurdism means tidak bisa diduga. Yeah, and this plays usually and minority theater plays focus on minority groups and their struggles. So in 1983, there is August Wilson plays Pittsburgh Cycle. And the most famous of these fences is Relation. And also, modern theater is mix of style use multimedia. And the last summary, as we know, theater is changed over time. In primitive theater, there is ritualistic nature, and on the Greek, there is ritual worship. And in the Middle Ages, there is change when morality pays that show godly evil. And Renaissance, there is art including drama like modernist theaters, sets, and etc. And the last Romantic period show melodrama like The Hero Always Wins, and modern theater mix of style across the world. So that's all from me, sir. Thank you so much.